Hey there, Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to talk about December 20th through the 26th. Lots of things happening this week. We've got the sun moving into Capricorn. We have the winter solstice in the northern hemisphere, summer solstice in the southern hemisphere. But for those of you in the summer solstice energy there, you get the longest day of the year. We're having the shortest, but that means it's all uphill for us after this, so we win too. All right, and we have the dreaded Saturn Uranus square. But honest to God, we're in that energy all year. We'll still be in this energy next year. It feels like more like background noise, but this week it gets a little intense, a little noisy, a little noisier the background. And we have all these holidays coming up, so a very interesting week ahead. I do want to take a moment to draw your attention to a couple of things in the description box. I have a time zone calculator because I cannot calculate time zones when I'm dyslexic. It's too complicated. And there is a birth chart calculator. And I really recommend that you use it to figure out what your rising sign is, because your sun sign, that's your soul energy. That's how you view the world. It is your viewpoint. It is what your values are. They're all rooted right there into that energy. But your rising sign, that's your personality. That's how the world sees you. It's how you interact with the world. And it's your physical body. It is your health. And the thing is that as the houses are set up, they're based on your rising sign. And so it really makes more sense to for the smaller time frames, for like the weekly readings, to really understand that energy and the moon sign. That's how you feel. It's how you react. It's how you respond. So I like to follow the moon as it cycles through. So we're going to start with that moon in Cancer. Cancer rules. Cancer is ruled by the moon, and Monday is the moon day. And so it kind of really sets up the energy for the week. And you have asked for help, asked for support. If you ask for the help, the support is there. And to me, this feels like it could be family, friends. Do you need them to step up, to step in, to help you with this problem or whatever is going on? You probably have a lot going on this week, right? And this could be asking for support in any arena of your life, though. But mostly I want to say ask for divine support. If you did not check out your year ahead sneak peek, I really encourage you to do so. The need for divine support is there, and it is available to you. It is really available to you, but you have free will, and so they can only step in if you ask them to. So ask for the help you need, and there is a supportive community in the 3D world that will help you, and also in the etheric world. And so this is a week to really take a few moments to go ahead and ask for that help that you need. We have Mercury and Venus and Pluto all in Capricorn, and the sun moves in there on Tuesday. And so this is a big conference as Venus is going through a retrograde about how to transform your life in some arena that's really important to you. And if you are a Libra rising, this is your 4th house of home. And so this is a conversation that's been going on for a couple months already. It's kind of started in November and is going to continue through until March. Mars is going to get in on the conversation, and there's some retrograde action, and Mercury's going to retrograde in through this period, as well as Venus doing hers. There's so much energy in this. It is a major decision. So ask for the help and the support and the guidance that you need to help you navigate through the situation. It is the house of the mother, too. So it could be that there's a situation where there could be a situation where it is necessary to figure out how to help your mother through something. It's a very big deal, whatever this is. So ask for the help that you need. The winter solstice happens at 10:59 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, use the calculator to figure out where it's going to happen for you. And I'm going to actually, at the end of this reading, we're going to take a few moments and talk about the energy of that and how you can best utilize it over the course of the next 6 months. At 4:54 p.m., the moon moves into into Leo. This is comfortable energy for you for the most part. This is in your house of groups and group activities. So again, there's a lot of support available to you. But it's very fiery energy. And with that the moon is going to oppose Saturn Saturn in Aquarius, and the T-square. It forms a T-square with Uranus and Taurus, and that's the outlet point. And so this is feisty, explosive energy, and the pressure's building and building and building, and it will pop. It will pop on Friday morning at 2:17 a.m. when the exact square happens at 11 degrees. So, you know, that the air signs are going to be affected by it. You're an air sign. The earth signs are really going to feel it, and the fixed signs. And so this is some tough energy. But as I said, we've been kind of in this mix all along, and we're going to be into it next year. They get as close as 1 degree from each other in October of next year during your sun sign season. And so this right near the gateway too, which I find very fascinating. So I'll be interested to see how that all plays out. So, you know, this energy it's explosive, potentially changing, but it can be used to initiate very positive change if you can navigate through it. So, wow, you have this card that says support, and this card says support. You can't really read it. It's really small here, but it says support down at the bottom. So, oh, you have so many fears. You have the fear card. You're way up in your head about something. Asking for the help that you need, because we have Hermes, Mercury, communication. Mercury is in Capricorn right now. That house, so again, around the home, around the mother. You have a lot of fear around the situation, and you need some help. You need some guidance, and it would be really a good idea at this point in time to look around and see where is the support system, who can help you, who can be there for you. I want to examine your fears. What is there to be afraid of? You're being asked to confront what frightens you. This is the Mayan God of the dead. While most cultures have a god that rules over the underworld or death itself, the Mayans had a number of gods ruling over 9 levels of hell, and this one, Apush, was the most feared. Apush doesn't just show up quietly for you or even wait patiently for your death. He hunts you, normally pictured as a skeleton. Okay, this is unlikely to be actual physical death. But there is a situation that you have a lot of fear around letting go of releasing and allowing it to transmute in order to bring in something new, some new energy. But you have a lot of support. For some of you, it could be around that. Because when I see all these support cards showing up, I feel like there's a need for you to get a lot of community support. So whatever is going on, whatever it is you're afraid of, looking the situation in the eye, asking for the help that you need. Fear grows on ignorance. Fear, the more facts you know, the more information you have, the easier it is to make a good choice and a good decision. That's how you even know what your choices and decisions can be. Like, that's where you figure out what the choices are, through the information that you gather, and then you make a decision there. And so a need for information, Hermes. Communication. You need more information. And there's a lot of support around you, but there's a real need this week to gather information, to sort through it, to figure out what is the next best steps for you. Libra, you guys have been having such tough readings. I am super sorry about that. I can tell you that after that 2:17 a.m. when that explosive energy happens, the tension eases substantially. Because the moon about an hour later moves into Virgo, and it takes some of that pressure off. So now it's in this nice, easy flow energy with Uranus in Taurus, and also with all the planets up in Capricorn. So it is significantly better, but I honestly can't recommend enough that you seek out the information and the knowledge that you need to, and the support you need for whatever the situation is that's going on. There is something that you know. This is not the first time you've been down this road. Because you have the palm, apply past lessons. And the reason that the palm tree represents that, on the islands, when the hurricanes would come, the big storms, they found that the only thing that would really be left standing on these islands were the palm trees, because they're flexible, and they can bend and they can sway. And so they would tie themselves They'd climb up because they needed to be above this water surge that was coming in, right? Everything on the island would be flooded. So they had to give above the water, and they had to be on something that would still be there. And so they would ride out the storms. So there's a need to ride out a storm by looking around and remembering, how have you survived similar situations? How have other people survived similar situations? You need help, you need guidance, you need support, whatever arena this is happening in. But the support is there, and always ask for your guardian angels to come in and to help you. They can't help you unless you ask. Ask them to bring in the knowledge and the wisdom that you need. Uriel will help you find the information you need. Gabriel will help you with the communication also. If this is about a healing matter, call in Archangel Raphael, call in Saint Michael for protection of the whole situation. If you call on these 4 angels, that is a great start. And then you could say anyone else who wants to step up, it would be awesome. Okay? I'm ready to receive your help and your guidance. This is the part in the video where I've been wishing everybody a happy holiday season, and I do. And if this is not resonating for you, this is another reason. Check out your sun, your moon, your rising. This feels very specific. So again, check out your sun, your moon, and your rising. The moon moves into Libra at 11:24 a.m. on the 26th. And should bring a sense of balance. I had to pull cards for another sign. It was so long ago. It's been a long day. I feel like you need more guidance on whatever the situation is. So let's just see if we can pick something up for you here, and see if we can't figure out what this is. I just did your sneak peek with using the Wings of Wisdom, but I feel like I'm going to use them again for this too. But we're going to use the Divine Feathers first and get a little information from that. And then I'll pull from the Wings of Wisdom and see what it is they're bringing in here, this energy. So, okay. It says, Starling, now is the time to get out into the world and connect in an authentic way. I feel like you've been hiding out from, not wanting anyone to know that you are going through whatever it is you're going through. Whether it's some kind of a physical illness, mental, financial setback, job situation, relationship. I feel like you have been putting on a inauthentic face to the world. And you need to connect in with certain people that you trust, who can help you and support you through this situation. You really need to figure out where your support system is. And the only way to do that is by being completely truthful. Okay, that's way too many. I'm not doing that. I'm just looking for a little bit here. I'll take 2. Okay, you have the Starling and you have the Crow. You have the Starling, you have the Crow, and you have this death thing. But this is communication, magic, and intelligence. So this is Hermie. I courageously speak my truth and claim my rightful space. I connect with the world in an authentic way. Your inner voice is talking to you. Reflect on your truth and consider how you would like to express that with clarity and wisdom. Give yourself permission to speak without self-judgment or self-criticism. You don't have all the answers? Well, welcome to being human. Like, we don't have all the answers. That's why we seek the knowledge. That's why we're here. We're here to learn, to grow, and to discover who we are. Your voice has more influence than you realize. When you are using negative words and negative self-talk and you say, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I don't know enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not loving enough, or whatever, I'm not lovable enough, whatever lies you're telling yourself, because you're more than enough in all of those areas. But when you tell yourself that, you make yourself small and you make yourself feel insignificant. And although the world may not view you that way, that is how you view yourself. And so that is how you draw and attract energy to you. Like attracts like. So when you infuse yourself with self-confidence and self-respect and self-love, then you attract the higher vibrational situations in the world. Although you may not always realize that others do hear what you are saying, your words are creative energies that accumulate and manifest your reality. Are you speaking in ways that support what you want to create? Do not hesitate to speak up and express yourself and claim your personal space. And you have the ladybird. She's from Australia, so this is also a ladybug. Luck, blessings, and safety. Happiness arrives from within my heart and sets me free. Your decision to love yourself and to manifest and create from the arena of joy and self-confidence, and it is a choice. You choose to believe in yourself. When you choose to believe in yourself, everybody else does too. And by everybody, I mean everything. Like, you will draw and attract to your life what it is that you need. There is no need for fear is the first thing it says. There is no need for this ugliness. No need for it. Something you feared was going to happen will not take place. There you go. If you keep thinking about it, you're more likely to pull that energy in. So whatever you're afraid of, replace it with what you would like the story to be and focus on how that would make you feel. And so you can draw and attract that to you. A challenge will reveal itself as a hidden blessing. You are freed from trouble, and although you may not realize it now, you will soon be entering a more graceful, happy time in your life. Ladybird is an omen of better times and good luck ahead. Do not overwhelm yourself with expectations of difficulty or disaster. Let the past be the past. Apply the past lessons. Let the past be the past. Think of a situation where you surmounted the obstacles. That is the past lesson to be learned. You surmounted the obstacles when you climbed the tree and you tied yourself down and you leaned into the windstorm. And you survived it. And you will survive whatever this is too. Do not overwhelm yourself with expectations of difficulty or disaster. Let the past be the past. It is time for your heart to be happy and free. It's time for your heart to be happy and free, Libra. You guys have been running around in your head with some kind of really difficult energy for several months now. And the more you can release and let go, and the more you allow yourself to move forward, that is where the success comes in. The South Node is moving through your second house of finances and what you value, self-worth and self-esteem. If you can release and let go of your negative attitudes and thoughts in this particular arena of your life, that'll make the South Node moving through your house of you in the next cycle a piece of cake. You've got to do this work. Wow. This is some tough stuff. So that was Wings of Wisdom by Alana Fairchild, and this was Divine Feather Messenger by Allison D. Nicola. I won't be putting that in the description box. That's why I'm telling you. Okay. Let's look at the solstice. Let's see how you can use the solstice energy over the next 6 months to really transmute and transform your life into a way that is really productive and great. It is going to start with you being willing to let go of the negative self-talk. That has got to be the first thing that goes. Okay, so you have the U. Okay, so the U is the Grim Reaper and the Vulture. So let's talk about the Vulture for a moment. Nothing is ever lost or wasted, right? When an animal dies, the Vulture goes in and picks through the carcass. It clears the debris. It allows the cycle of death and rebirth. There is a cycle that needs to end so that a new cycle can begin. This is transformation. This is transmutation. This is reincarnation. It's endings and beginnings. You can write a new story for yourself in your life, but you've got to let go of the old story. And the way you let go of the old story is also letting go of the negative energies around it and whatever it is you've been telling yourself. There is an ending coming, clearly. There is an ending coming. You have a lot of support around you, whatever it is. It feels like you know it's coming. You've been hanging on to it for a long time. Take a look at what you can do that is your next best move. And let something go. You've got to let it go so that you can create a new chapter. It's financial. It feels very financial. So, because they keep showing me, there was a period of my life where things were really tough and tight. And I remember sitting in my truck one day thinking, I really like my truck, but I can either have my truck or my house. I wonder if we could all live in the truck. It was like at that place. And so I had to let the truck go so I could keep the house. And, it was making those choices. Trying to make the best decision in a really sucky situation, but not dwelling in that energy, not staying in that energy, being able to release and let go, saying, okay, look, I'm going to cut my losses here. A lesser example would be I got really sick. I got the norovirus at one point, and I was in the middle of college, and I missed 3 weeks. And these were some accelerated courses. And I looked at my class load. I had a full class load. And I looked at it and I was also working full time. And I could only do so much. And so I had to look at it and I said, well, if I drop the chemistry class, I can save the rest of the semester. I can save the rest of the classes. But losing 3 weeks of chemistry was too much ground for me to make up. I'm dyslexic. I couldn't do it. So I dropped the class. But I talked to the instructor and said, so can I still come to class even because I paid for it? I won't get my money back, but I'm dropping the class. And she said yes. And so I kept going to class, but I didn't have to take the exams. I didn't have to do the homework. And then when I retook the class, I was that much further ahead. It is like taking a look at the situation. What is the best options available to you? And asking for the support and the help and the guidance that you can along the way in order to manage a situation. Feel like you're in some kind of a situation around that, and it feels like financial. It feels really financial, but it could be something else. So you have the Hawthorn. This is March 21st through April 17th in the Northern Hemisphere. In the Southern Hemisphere, September 21st through October 17th. This is the fairies and the white stag, so it's magic, it's cleansing, it's purification, it's chastity and abstinence. It's a sabbatical, it's magic, it's the protection of the sacred marriage. Whew. Spend some sacred time in preparation for a meaningful birth experience. You are encouraged to clean up your act. There is some pruning out of your life of things in order to create space for new growth. Let go of what no longer serves you. Treat your body, mind, and soul with sacred respect. This is a time for spring cleaning, which not only applies to your home and your work environment and your garden, but also to your inner environment. Take time to put everything in order. Clean out your closet, clean the house, clean up your files on your computer. Let go of that which no longer has meaning for you or you no longer use. Have a garage sale. Donate unwanted things to charity. In the act of removing from your life physical things, that cleanses and clears your energy, and that translates into other areas of your life. It spreads through. Oh. There is a need. There is a real need for you to do this cleansing. That was some really high vibrational energy that just came in. Let go of old stories that are painful. Forgive. You are encouraged to set some set aside quiet time and go within. Clean out old and unnecessary thought patterns and unhelpful emotional patterns and let them go. You may be ready to let go of behavioral ruts or habits. You are asked to protect your inner truth from something outside of you. Attention to your relationship with yourself, with nature, and with the divine are essential to maintain self-sovereignty. Ask Hawthorne to encircle and protect your sacred space. Clearing up your altar and spend some time recreating that energy. This tree supports chastity, and so it can represent a timeout for purification. If you have been going through a cycle of a lot of negative relationships and you think, oh my gosh, I am never going to find the right person, then no, you're not. Because you're going to manifest what you're thinking. So how about you take a time out from that? You clear that out. You get reacquainted with who you are. You find what you like to do and who you are and what you enjoy about yourself, and you do what you like. And as you're out having fun doing the things that you like, instead of actively seeking a relationship, you are quite likely to naturally attract someone who has similar interests and likes, and you are going to attract similar energy. We always do. So the higher vibrational energy you are in, the higher vibrational relationship energy you attract to yourself. This tree supports chastity, so it can represent a time out for purification. This can also do with fasting, prayer, meditation, abstinence from sex, or overindulgence. It also speaks of reconnecting to the magic and the mastery of nature. Do you believe in fairies? You can reconnect to the unseen realms and the elementals. You can reconnect to the mythical world of dragons and unicorns. Close your eyes, go within, recall what it felt like to be a child, and see the world through innocent eyes with a joyful heart. Magic is real, and it is only waiting for your invitation. Spend some time in nature. Reconnect. Reconnect to the heart of who you are. Let this other crap go. I have a really good Libra friend who, for the longest time, was doing that, trying to find the perfect relationship, cycling through this over and over, feeling like his heart was broken. Oh, I'm just never going to find anybody. He kept, doing all the things that he could to, be physically fit and everything, but inside he didn't think he could attract. And then one day he said, I'm just done. I'm not interested in relationships. I'm just going to go enjoy my life. Of course, he found someone. That's how it works. He didn't do it to attract someone. That is key. Can't use it as a strategy. It's just the way it works. When you really love yourself, you will find people who really love you also. Okay? Ooh, Libra. All right. Well, happy holidays. I think it's going to be, look, this weekend, let go of the whatever is making you unhappy. Seek out friends and family and enjoy the moment. Be in the moment. Give yourself a mental break from everything and really let the magic of the holiday season soothe some of the pain and just take a time out from your life to have some fun. Start there. All right? You guys take really good care. I'll be back next week to do the weeklies. Taking the rest of the week off from doing this. So all the January readings will come out next week. Please take care of yourselves. All right? You are so worthy of love. But it starts with you loving yourself. All right, I'll talk to you soon.